Good morning, Pequea Valley. I'm Hope Fisher, and today I've got your story on national news. On March 6th, there were confirmed measles cases from travelers at Detroit, Newark, New Jersey, and Memphis International Airport. The airports are warning their March 6th visitors that they may have been exposed to the highly contagious measles virus. Symptoms from measles include rash, high fever, cough, runny nose, and red, watery eyes. However, people who received the 2 measles vaccinations as children are said to be protected for life. Now to Frank with international news.
Hi, I'm Frank, and this week in International. British Prime Minister Theresa May has stated on Wednesday that 23 Russian diplomats are to be expelled from the UK in response to the attack on an ex-Russian spy. 66-year-old Sergei Skripal and his 33-year-old daughter Yulia were found unconscious on March 4th on a bench in a shopping mall 90 miles west of London after being poisoned with a nerve agent developed in the Soviet Union. Sergei served with the Russian military intelligence until he retired in 1999. Now to Nickel Local.
Hi, I'm Mr. T, and this week in local news, in western Pennsylvania there was a special election for the open House of Representatives seat. Democrat Connor Lamb is claiming victory, although Republicans may file for a recount due to how close the election was. This election comes as a surprise as President Trump won the district in the 2016 election by over 20 points. President Trump is stating that he is the reason the election was so close and that the Republican candidate was a weak candidate. That's all for this week in local news. Now to Tim in politics.
Good morning, I'm Tim with Politics. This past Tuesday, U.S. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson was fired by President Trump. This comes as the 40th resignation or firing under the Trump White House, and this is a big one. Mike Pompeo, former chief of the CIA, will be taking his place as Secretary of State. Gina Haspel will then take the place of Pompeo as chief of CIA. This firing was a surprise, and reportedly Tillerson didn't even find out until a White House staffer showed him a picture of Trump's tweet. Now to Luke with business.
Hi, my name is Luke, and this week in business we will be talking about the famous Toys R Us. According to video recording, CEO David Brandon told his employees the company's plans to liquidate all the stores in the U.S. This would jeopardize 30,000 American jobs. Also, the company plans on bundling all of its 200 Canadian businesses and find a buyer. A reason why they're having this problem is due to their Chapter 11 bankruptcy. Now to Ariella with science.
Hi, I'm Ariella, and today in Science News, Stephen Hawking, a theoretical physicist, has passed away at age 76. Hawking suffered from ALS, which is a rare neurological disease that is usually fatal within a few years. Hawking was diagnosed with ALS in 1963 when he was 21. Doctors predicted that he would only have a few years to live. Despite his disease, Hawking did not let it prevent him from doing the things that he wanted to do. Hawking made fascinating discoveries, and we should remember him for that. Now to John with sports.
I'm John, and this week in sports we will be talking about March Madness. Many people around the country are filling out their brackets to predict who they think will win the tournament. The March Madness tournament comes in a few waves, including the Sweet 16, the Elite 8, and the Final Four, as teams continue to get eliminated. The tournament will take place over the next couple of weeks with some of the best college basketball programs trying to capture a title. The favorites to win the tournament include Villanova, Duke, Virginia, Michigan, and North Carolina. According to Fox Business, American employers will lose $1.3 billion in worker productivity over the next few weeks due to employers monitoring their brackets. Now to Amira for entertainment.
Hi, I'm Amira, and I'm going to be discussing this week's entertainment news. The largest radio station owner in America, iHeartRadio, filed for bankruptcy in order to clear its debts. iHeartRadio is reportedly in debt over $20 billion. The company's 858 radio stations are struggling, and they employ over 14,000 people. The CEO hopes this move could save the company. That's all for this week's news.